From Andrew Dice Clay losing his mind on CNN.
Jesus fucking Christ, with these guys, I come on the news for 2 seconds, and you want to say, every time I do an interview, a guy wants to open his fucking mouth. Can't even do a little fucking routine here.
To Robert Downey Jr. unclipping his mic and walking out mid-question.
What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions, that's all.
Right.
I mean,
Okay. Bye.
Thank you guys.
Here are 10 times comedians flipped out at disrespectful interviewers, starting with the cable news segment that became a masterclass in turning the tables. Russell Brand versus Morning Joe, June 2013. Russell Brand walks onto the set of MSNBC's Morning Joe to promote his Messiah Complex comedy tour. The hosts, Mika Brzezinski, Katty Kay, and Brian Shachtman, open the segment by announcing they have no idea who he is.
Really big deal. I know. I'm told this. I'm not very pop cultured. I'm sorry. Comedian, movie star, author, and host of the show Brand X, Russell Brand.
Right out of the gate, the disrespect is baked in. They mock his accent. They mock his clothing. They make him take his boots off and put them on the desk like a circus animal.
Uh-oh. Silver boots. The boots are
I want to see them. Come on. Put them on the table.
Kinky boots time.
Wow.
There are some boots.
Those are nice. Put your feet up, relax.
Then Brand tries to talk about his actual tour, about Gandhi, Malcolm X, Che Guevara, and the hosts cut him off and ask him for a 30-second sample like he's a trained monkey.
Yeah. I think it's not listening to him, it's experience. It's just sort of taking it all in.
You are talking about me as if I'm not here and as if I'm an extraterrestrial.
Brand had clocked it. They were referring to him in the third person while he was sitting right there, so he flipped it.
With who?
Willie Brand. Would you do therapy with him?
I don't think.
Because that's where he's heading.
Okay. I'm all right.
You shouldn't say he when a person is present. You should refer to the person by their name. That's basic good manners.
That is where Willie is heading.
He starts calling himself Willie to mock the way they were treating him. Then he hijacks the entire segment.
Okay, well, let me help you. I'm here to promote a tour called Messiah Complex. It's here for the people of America. I want the people of America to come and see me do stand-up. Go to russellbrand.tv where you can purchase tickets to see me. These people, I'm sure, are typically very, very good at their job. What is it? You're conveying news to the people of America.
Yes.
People of America, we're going to be okay. Everything's all right.
He picks up Mika's papers. He starts shuffling them. He grabs her water bottle. He starts reading their teleprompter for them.
I understand everything he said.
No, it's because you're looking at him. When you don't see him and you don't see the lips
I
move, it's
understand the
hard.
whole thing.
Stop saying he. I'm present. Russell. What's wrong with your...
By the end, Brand is the only person on the set acting like a journalist. The host can barely speak. He goes to break for them.
You're ovulating.
Oh, but I'm ovulating. Oh my God.
Okay, we're ready. My work is done here.
It comes to the U.S. in August. More Morning Joe in just a moment.
Who is Joe?
It became one of the most viewed cable news clashes in history. Brand later wrote a Guardian op-ed describing how rude the crew had been before the cameras even rolled. While Russell Brand turned an interview around with charm, this next comedian turned one around with pure menace. Robert Downey Jr. walks out on Channel 4, April 2015. Robert Downey Jr. is doing a press round for Avengers, Age of Ultron. He's booked with Krishnan Guru Murthy on Channel 4 News in the UK. The interview starts normally. Iron Man, the comics, Stan Lee.
But I'm definitely you know, all the old TV stuff and the comic book stuff has influenced me.
Iron Man is such a different superhero, though, isn't he? In that he's self-made. He's arrogant in a very appealing way.
Right.
For the first 3 minutes, it's a standard promo interview. Then Guru Murthy pivots to a quote Downey gave to the New York Times years ago about his prison time, about his addictions, about his late father.
So I'd really like to ask you about a quote you gave to the New York Times. And I don't want to pry, so if you don't want to talk about it.
Downey notices immediately. The interview just changed shape. He gives a careful answer, but you can see his face shift on camera.
Funny thing is, and I appreciate your point of view, things that you said 5-7 years ago or things you said in an interview that made sense to you at the time, I could pick that apart for 2 hours and be no closer to the truth than I'd be giving you some half-assed.
Guru Murthy keeps pushing. Liberal, Republican, conservative. Downey reminds him they're supposed to be promoting a movie.
Are we promoting a movie? To me, the thing is that I'm certainly not going to backpedal on anything I've said, but I wouldn't say I'm a Republican or a liberal or a Democrat.
Then Guru Murthy pushes again about his father, about the dark periods, about the drugs. Downey gives one warning on camera.
Well.
Yeah, well, okay, well then let me just ask you a few more questions and you can answer them if you want to and not if you don't want to. I mean, well, I think we've got 3 more minutes on our agreement.
Your foot's starting to jump a little bit. You better get to your next question.
The interviewer pushes one more time, asks if Downey's free of all of that now, and Downey is done.
And drinking and all of that. And I just wondered whether, you know, you think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions. That's all.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
are you? Oh, I'm sorry.
He unclips his microphone, he stands up, he walks out. The cameraman keeps rolling on the empty chair. Channel 4 uploaded the entire walkout. It has tens of millions of views. While Downey walked out cold and silent, this next comedian walked out screaming. Joan Rivers storms out on CNN July 2014. Joan Rivers, 81 years old, 2 months from her death, walks into a CNN studio to promote her book, Diary of a Mad Diva. The host is Frederica Whitfield. The interview starts with a soft attack on her humor.
Out on stage, even with your fashion critiquing, while it's very mean in some ways, people can't wait to hear what you...
Joan handles it. She's been doing this for 50 years. She gives a warm, professional answer about why fashion criticism isn't mean.
What?
Life is very tough, and if you can make a joke to make something easier and funny, do it. Done. Do it.
But then Whitfield brings up Joan's book, specifically jokes about Casey Anthony's child and Princess Diana's landmines. And then she pivots to the cover photo. Joan is wearing a fur coat.
People love to laugh. I mean, clearly that's why people love you. But they also know that you have some shock value to you. I mean, on the cover of your book, you're wearing a fur, and you knew that there would probably be animal rights activists.
You know, this whole
That's where Joan snaps.
interview is becoming a defensive interview.
No!
Are you wearing leather shoes?
Yeah,
Shut up.
I'm talking.
You know what I mean? I don't want to hear. You're wearing fur. You're wearing leather shoes.
I'm not an activist, but I'm saying
You're eating chicken. You're eating meat. I don't want to hear this.
She tells Whitfield she doesn't want to hear the nonsense, to come back when she's wearing a paper belt. Whitfield tries one more pivot.
But you did hear it in some of those press conferences. There were people who were upset, and you're just saying,
no,
what?
you know, I'm going. I really am going because all you have done is negative.
No.
Joan stands up. She rips the earpiece out. She delivers the line that becomes her epitaph.
It's negative. I haven't heard that. I make people laugh for 50 years. I am put on earth to make people laugh. My book is funny. I wear fur that was killed 15 years ago. I work for animal rights. Stop it with, and you do this, and you're mean, and you're that.
Then she walks off. Whitfield, stunned, asks the camera if it was a stunt.
Sorry.
Are we serious? Oh, boy. Yeah, she was serious. And I thought she was joking the whole time.
Joan was dead 2 months later. It's one of her last television interviews. While Joan walked out on CNN, this next comedian cursed his way out. Andrew Dice Clay explodes on CNN November 2003. Andrew Dice Clay is booked on CNN-FN, the now defunct CNN financial network, to promote his comedy comeback. The host opens with a smug framing that Clay is washed up, that his career is over, that he's reduced to running a gym in Florida.
Let's talk a little bit about where your career has been.
I can't even believe it.
You,
You know
of
what I
course,
mean?
you were a headline guy.
I'm
and
still
then
a headline guy. You know what I mean?
Clay tries to correct him. He's still a headliner. He's still touring. But the host won't drop the gym thing. He keeps coming back to it.
for a while you popped out, now you're coming back. For a while
It's
you
what
were
I
actually
do, you know what I mean?
you were running a gym. Tell us about that.
Running a gym?
Weren't you running a gym at some
You're supposed to
point?
be a news guy. Where you getting your
That's our
information?
research. You aren't.
That's the line that breaks him, the condescension of it. The host is openly trying to embarrass him on national television.
Come on the news for 2 seconds, and you want to say, every
All
time
right.
I do an interview, a guy wants to open his fucking mouth. Can't
All right,
even
Andrew,
do a little
thank you very
fucking
much.
routine
We
here.
thought that you
know
could
what?
hold
Go
back.
fuck yourself. You know what?
All right.
The whole fucking network.
We'll go back to talking about Art Carney.
Check off.
He rips the microphone off. He walks out. The camera's cut, but his cursing is still audible off camera.
And we'll be back in just a moment to fill you in on the Art Carney situation.
Clay has talked about it on Joe Rogan since. He still calls the host a douche. He still has no regrets. While Andrew Dice Clay walked off in rage, this next comedian walked off in dignified silence. Over 50 years ago. Lily Tomlin walks off Dick Cavett. March 1972. Lily Tomlin is on the Dick Cavett Show. Also booked is Chad Everett, the star of Medical Center. The segment is supposed to be light and animal themed. Cavett asks Everett about his pets.
I have 3 horses and 3 dogs, and a wife.
You want to think about the billing order there?
No. She's the most beautiful animal I own.
Cavett gives him a chance to walk it back. Everett doubles down instead.
You own?
Wow.
I have to leave.
Lily Tomlin is sitting right there on live television in 1972, listening to a married actor describe his wife as the most beautiful animal he owns.
She's very happy being taken care of by a man.
She is?
And she has no aspirations to be taken care of by a woman.
Yeah.
But that's her kind of woman.
Tomlin gets up without a word. She walks off the set. She doesn't yell. She doesn't argue. She just leaves.
Yeah. She's given me 2 beautiful children.
Given them to you?
Yes. She found them, walking around.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And, that was a disturbing thing to do. I'm sorry she did that.
Lily.
She's having fun, right?
Lily left.
She couldn't
be
serious.
We'll know if she's really sore if she isn't back in about 10 seconds.
Okay, yeah.
Cavett tries to play it off. He waits for her to come back. Everett, instead of apologizing, decides to read a love poem he claims to have written for his wife.
If this is life, then let me live it with you, for us. In the foreverness of life, this moment has our love on it.
Lily never came back. Years later, she told the New York Times, "It was a perfectly pure act. I felt angels walked me off." It's now considered a feminist landmark moment in late night history. While Lily walked off in silence, this next comedian wouldn't stop talking. Bill Burr on Good Day New York. 2017, Bill Burr is booked on Good Day New York to promote his Netflix animated show. The host is Rosanna Scotto. The interview opens politely. Then Scotto pivots.
About topics that are kind of taboo, but you make them really, really funny.
So your Christian background is part of the show. Or at
yes,
least
and
2
I wanted
episodes.
to talk to you about Jesus after this.
Well, the only reason why I bring it up is some people...
She tells Bill that some viewers thought he went too far, that he was disrespectful to the Christian religion, that his cartoon crossed a line.
People thought maybe you went a little too far.
As far as what?
Well, they thought that maybe you were being disrespectful to the Christian religion.
Who did?
I'm telling you, you need to Google.
Oh, good Lord.
So did you feel you were being disrespectful, or just you were just having fun with some of the crucifixes and stuff like that?
Bill stares at her. Then he calmly fires back with the only response that mattered.
Exactly.
Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? More so than my cartoon.
All right, listen.
A couple of jokes. I know this is a morning show. You can't bring up all those crimes.
You know what? Technically,
they just sort of kept moving them around.
The studio goes quiet. The hosts try to laugh it off. Bill doesn't let them. He compares the Catholic Church's sex abuse cover-up to SeaWorld moving violent killer whales between parks. The hosts go into damage control mode. They start pretending they don't know what he's talking about.
They don't give them their background.
all right, I'm not totally following, but I don't think
I want to. You know what
I'm
talking about? It's a morning show. I understand.
I
came on.
Positive.
That kid missed the graduation, and then it was a feel-good story.
It was a feel-good, and we want to leave.
Bill keeps going. He calls out the morning show genre itself, tells them they exist to make America feel good. The interview never recovers.
Feel good about America, you watch the morning shows. You don't watch this, you know.
And
we were joking earlier. If that kid's story about the graduation was late night, that would have been a whole different story.
What do you think?
He's still missing. We can't find him. All we found was his hat. But you watch in the morning. It's great. It all worked out. He got his own personal graduation.
By the end, Scotto admits to the camera she shouldn't have brought it up.
And you're not the only
one. I want
to
meet those religious people that got upset. I want to quiz them on their religion.
All right, we'll talk about why did I bring that up.
While Bill demolished a host who tried to lecture him, this next comedian walked into a cable news show and demolished it from the inside. Jon Stewart detonates Crossfire. October 15th, 2004. Jon Stewart goes on CNN's Crossfire. The hosts are Tucker Carlson Carlson and Paul Begala. He's there to plug America, the book. That's not what happens.
An Emmy Award winner, the host of Comedy Central's Daily Show, and the co-author of the new mega bestseller, America, the Book, A Citizen's Guide to Inaction, at your bookstores everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Crossfire, Jon Stewart.
Stewart sits down looking visibly disgusted. Carlson tries to bait him into mocking John Kerry. Stewart refuses to play. Then he drops the bomb.
Privately, amongst my friends, and also in occasional newspapers and television shows, mentioned this show as being bad. And I felt that wasn't fair, and I should come here and tell you that it's not so much that it's bad as it's hurting America.
He tells Carlson and Begala to their faces on their own show that they are hurting America, that they're partisan hacks, that they're complicit in the destruction of public discourse.
To come here today and say,
wait,
here's just what I wanted to tell you guys.
Yeah.
Stop. Stop hurting America.
Carlson tries to push back. He brings up Stewart's softball Kerry interview. Stewart refuses the premise.
If you want to compare your show to a comedy show, you're more than welcome to.
Here's the point.
If that's your goal,
no, it's not.
Carlson keeps trying to score points. Stewart tells him point blank that the news organizations look to Comedy Central for cues on integrity.
You're doing theater when you should be doing debate, which would be great.
No, it's
not honest. What you do is not honest. What you do is partisan hack.
Carlson sneers. He says he expected Stewart to be funny, to make jokes. Stewart refuses.
Talk.
Wait, I thought you were going to be funny. Come on, be funny.
No, I'm not going to be your monkey. Go ahead. I watch your show every day. And it kills me.
I can tell you love it.
It's so painful to watch.
The exchange gets cold, hostile, open. Then Stewart hits Carlson with the line that becomes the most quoted in cable news history.
I do think you're more fun on your show. Just my opinion. But Jon Stewart goes one-on-one with his fans.
You're as big on your show as you are on any show.
Crossfire was canceled 3 months later. CNN's president cited Stewart's appearance as a major reason. While Stewart took down a cable news show with a cold takedown, this next comedian took down an interviewer with pure conviction. Bill Hicks versus the BBC, 1992. Bill Hicks is being interviewed for the BBC documentary series Funny Business. He doesn't know it yet, but he has cancer. He has less than 2 years to live. The interviewer challenges him on whether his confrontational material alienates audiences who just want to be entertained.
Audiences get upset sometimes by what you say. Yeah, I mean, in America, anyway.
Occasionally, there are some members of the audience who don't find it funny.
Hicks gives them a polite answer first. He explains some people don't find him funny. They get upset. That's the trade-off.
What am I supposed to do when half the people are going, that was great, and the other half are going, you're evil? Is it my job to go into their lives and try and please them? I actually had a woman say, why can't you do things that appeal to everyone? That's impossible. Then the interviewer pushes back, says shouldn't there be a halfway point between offending and pleasing the audience? That's where Hicks goes off. And I also got, someone made a comment at the club going, we don't come to comedy to think. Well, gee, where do you go to think? I'll meet you there.
He demolishes the premise of the question.
Isn't there a sort of halfway between?
But my way is halfway between. I mean, this is a nightclub, and, these are adults. And what do you expect? What you're going to see on TV? No, this isn't TV live. And also, it's my show.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
Then the interviewer keeps pushing about the line, about TV, about giving the audience what they want. Hicks doesn't back down.
So I will do things I don't believe in to amuse you.
They want to be entertained.
Well,
I mean, they want to
when did thinking not become entertaining?
They don't want to think.
They don't want to think. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go out and tickle them individually? We have to express an idea here.
Hicks died February 1994. The BBC interview is now one of the foundational documents of his comic philosophy. Mark Moran, Patton Oswalt, and Dave Attell have all cited the rant as the purest articulation of what stand-up could be. Saving the most chaotic flip-out for last. Crispin Glover nearly kicks Letterman in the head, July 28, 1987. Crispin Glover walks onto Late Night with David Letterman to promote River's Edge. He's wearing platform boots, striped pants, and a wig. From the second he sits down, something is off.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
How are you doing?
Good, I'm really good.
things going all right this summer?
I'm having a very good...
Letterman tries to do a normal interview. Glover answers in a strange, high-pitched voice. He won't sit still. The audience doesn't know if it's an act.
Do you do a lot of television shows?
Oh, yes, now because I've been in movies that are big and I'm a movie star, so... I've been on talk shows on the Johnny Carson show, and now I'm here, and I've been all across the United States.
Then Glover pulls press clippings out of his pocket and starts ranting about how the media has distorted him. He reads a quote calling himself in a frenzy.
Can I tell you, because the press, they can do things, they can twist things around, and you're talking, I don't, look, the press says things about you in the...
Letterman is visibly trying to wrap things up. Glover starts reading more clippings. He gets more agitated.
And it said Crispin Glover, who was in a frenzy. Though his bark is actually worse than his ... You get the point. And
Paul, anything you'd like to add here?
Then Glover does something nobody on Letterman's show had ever done. He challenges David Letterman to an arm wrestling match.
They don't...
You seem to be
People try to
distraught.
make me sound a lot weird, and
Yeah.
I'm strong, you know? I'm strong. I can arm wrestle. Do you want to arm wrestle?
No.
I've been taking... I've been taking these...
Letterman declines. Glover stands up. Letterman is still sitting at his desk, and Glover throws a karate kick that comes inches from Letterman's face.
I can kick.
Okay. I'm going to go check on the top 10. I'll be back.
Letterman, visibly shaken, walks off his own show. The cameras cut to commercial. When the show comes back, Glover is gone.
I understand he had a cab to catch, and well, traffic this time of night here in Midtown is pretty brutal, so we wanted to ensure every possibility that he would get wherever he was going on time. Did you enjoy that, Paul?
It was an interesting segment.
Yeah. I think that's the first time we've been doing the show that a guest actually tried to kick.
Letterman addresses the audience directly. He calls Glover a goofball, a dork from wherever.
Well, I think it was a conceptual piece.
Well, he came very close to denting my head with those giant shoes, so I thought, I don't need that. I'm 40, I went to college, I've had a number of, I don't need, that is not how I want my life ended, some goofball, some dork from wherever.
Glover later refused to confirm or deny it was a planned bit. Most now believe he was in character as Reuben from the unreleased Reuben and Ed. The clip has been parodied for nearly 40 years.